everyone, welcome to VAR India Trailblazers. It's a series of podcasts where we talk to various technology partners and try to find out the inspiring stories which can inspire the aspiring partners in this domain, how technology can help them, what kind of support they should expect from the industry and the partners. So today we have our guest, Mr. Deval from Progression. Deval, welcome to VAR India Trailblazers show.
Thank you.
So, Devil, I would like to start from you as you are the CTO of this company. How has been the journey of progression or the progress of progression since you know this company, and what are the key DNA of this company in this technology industry?
Okay. So that's actually a very fundamental question about the organization. Uh, this organization is almost 30-year-old, right? This is initially started as an SI, a system integrator organization, and that practice still continue. We supported customers to build their IT data center and all requirement related to data center because that was the trend almost 30 years back or 20 years back. When everything customer adopt, they adopt it on premises. And as industry keep progressing, we also keep our pace along with the industry. And we also started new portfolios, new services, like the services on consolidation, virtualization, high performance technical computing. Then we started our own cloud, Progression Cloud, very early in 2010 when there was no term of cloud exists. We started our cloud journey as in the services where we can offer customer a choice where they can run IT in the form of OpEx, and it's a on-demand IT. We initially started the concept called utility computing, and later on it is aligned with the more common term of the market, which is called cloud. That's how this is like the cloud thing comes, and then we also started working on new portfolios like portfolio which is more on the services on the security side, the portfolio which is on the data side, the portfolio which is on the AI based use cases. So that's like we continuously keep ourselves evolved, and it isn't fundamental. I think that's what progression followed. The promoters was of this idea that we need to invest in the people, right? Because for a service organization, people are their core assets. People are their core, I'd say, value. So that's what the concept since beginning. And I myself is associated with this company from last almost 23 years.
Pretty long time, huh?
Yeah, so that's a really long time, especially in the IT domain. We see it's a long time. And I also seen the different phase, different transition, different journey, different technology disruptions. That's where we initially see the Unix word, the Linux word, then the storage consolidation thing, then the VMware came into existence, then we see different generation of servers, then the cloud came, and then we keep on working on new technologies, and that was a belief of the promoters that we should invest more into the people. We encourage people to be more, I'd say, focused toward learning new technologies. Don't shy away of failures. Adopt whatever new is coming our way, and that's how we keep evolving ourselves. Though that's in a nutshell, we as an organization have evolved, and now we are operating across the country, and we have a couple of global projects as well, which is primarily a service-driven projects that we help customer in Middle East, or again in the European part, the Northern European part, and couple of customer in East Asian countries, some of the US customers. So that's how we evolved our, I'd say, the volume and the niche, both domain together.
Well, as you said, 23 years in this company, right? That's pretty long time. So there must be something about progression that you stick to this company for last so many years, more than 2 decades and a half, because the industry standard is around some 5 to 7 years. So what are those key traits, key characters, the DNA of progression that some employee or at any role would like to be with this company?
So I think as an organization, the opportunity for a person here in the organization in progression is largely focused around this a very cohesive and supportive environment for an employee who really want to grow. So like in my case, except the city where it is located, almost everything has changed, right? The technology, what I was working upon, that was keep on changing on a continuous basis. The team which is like required, the new age team or the young team members that keep on coming on a regular flow. The kind of customers that we are working with, from a small customer to mid-size to large enterprise to global customers, that flavor again we keep on getting. The organization is very supportive with respect to trying out new things and give necessary, I'd say, encouragement, motivation, tools, technology, resources for try out new things. So that's where we see the reason for anybody to stay in organization is largely comes to this fact that for any individual to grow, there are largely three, what I believe is the three key aspirations for any individual. One is the professional growth, right? The second is financial growth. The third part is the personal growth. So as in person, you are becoming better day by day because you are living, you are staying along with the people who are like-minded people, who value the system, who value the humanity part, and who value the overall growth approach, where it is a growth together, growth with everybody is working together and growing together as well. So that's where we see that this organization gave that opportunity to me, and likewise, this is given same opportunity to the other also who are part of the system. So there are many people in our organization who are more than 10 years plus or 15 years plus or even 20 years plus. There are many actually.
Oh, that's a fabulous thing about an organization that talks a volume about this company, right? And then I believe you are a partner of Crayon. So how long you have been associated with Crayon?
So I was working with Crayon since I'd call it the cloud journey when we started in 2010 or the late part of 2009. Crayon was not Crayon at that time; it was Krypton, Kryptos or Krypton something. So we have been associated with the team of Crayon, and they are really helpful with respect to helping us to evaluate new technology and tools which can fit right into our kitty or our product bucket, uh, with kind of understanding that okay, how we operate in the market, with what kind of customers we operate in the market. They have this understanding. With those kind of I'd say understanding, they are bringing technology and the OEM at the right time, doing necessary, I'd say, recipe which is required to make this work. And that's why they were very supportive to get us onboarded with the, I'd say, all necessary OEM what is required at that stage in our cloud journey. So they helped us to be part of those cloud partnership model with many of those OEM, which later become part of our service bucket. We build our services on top of those OEMs product and
Products.
technologies, and with the right, I'd say, skilling, upskilling, technology transfers, and I'd say the right licensing with the OEM, and with the right, I'd say, pricing structures, licensing structures. So with all those supports, we have seen the Crayon team was really very helpful in a sense to support us, and they never kept us alone in a sense that
Okay.
they was always in touch. They're always available whenever we needed them, whenever we asked support from them. In that sense, that was a great supported partner for us.
So what I understand from this assistant from Crayon is they support you strategically, technologically, helping you understand new technologies and getting you aligned with the changing dynamics of the industry, and also in terms of business, maybe financially or what more you expect from a Crayon? Anything that Ajay, say 23, 23, 25-year-old organization, what other kind of support that you can expect?
So I think whatever they have been doing to us, that was all great in a sense that whatever required from their side, they kept on doing that on a regular basis. As in distributor, or then I'd call it the aggregator, what was expected from, they have been doing that. But now we are seeing that as we also keep on evolving, we seeing more technology coming on our plate, so that our platter should also become the bigger and larger platter. And with the AI, what we're seeing very coming very commonly, and the security platform which is also coming very commonly, and customers like to adopt now everything in the form of services.
Right.
So that's where we see that Crayon possibly in future will be bringing more OEM, more technology partners in their system, where they can help a partner like us
Mhm.
to build security oriented practices which is available to the customer in the form of services. We build a mature model of delivery where we run a 24 by 7 support system and knock function. And that's where the same vehicle can be used, or the same carrier can be used to build and package more services,
Mhm.
which are the new age services in terms of security oriented services either, or the services which is more into the space of AI or into the data science technologies. We are ready to support in the sense of doing the right investment into the people and the GTM strategies. But from their side, it is expected that they'll come with a more innovative approach around bringing new technology partners, which can also help us secure a better wallet of revenue share from a customer.
Understand. And then many a times, despite you be at the top of the technology world, at times, you struggle with some products or some solutions or technologies. Is there any anecdote, any story where your team who has gone to the customer side to do the POC or something else, and then stuck, and you asked Crayon or the OEM to come together and support you? Does that work like that?
So in our case, I think the model which was conceived by the promoter since beginning was uh, we are working on the technologies where we build our own skills, where we do our own hand dirty.
Okay.
So with that approach, I think we have taken up everything to the customer, where we have necessary pre-sales skills, we have right sales skills, we have right delivery skills. So I'd call it almost 95% of our offering, 95 or little higher. Our offering is actually primarily based on this, that okay, we have complete control on the overall technology stack, and that's where we delivered those kind of services. But in couple of cases where it was required from an OEM, the
Mm.
support around few technologies or few product, we get to stuck at a point where it was a problem. It is not just a problem which is configurable by the technical team, but it's more on the clarity or the right, I'd say, privileges what can be passed on by the OEM for that specific product. That's where we see we reach out to the Crayon, and Crayon team really help us to do the right licensing or to connect to the right source, either in their team or in the team from OEM. And that's where I think finally reach to the conclusive answers to us and to the customers.
That's great. And cloud has been there for I think a pretty good time, and but the adoption has started taking place or taking the momentum last few years. How does AWS as a partner or at a solution? What kind of competencies AWS provides to you, and what is how AWS is helping your business taking to the going to the next level?
Okay. So I'll see it like this, that we started our initiative, which we later termed as in cloud.
Mm.
We understand the dynamics of consumption based model of I'd say service adoption by the customers, because that's what we have been doing since 2010.
Kind of
So
pay
for
as you
certain
go.
good time, yeah, pay as you go, on demand, hyperscale,
Mm.
uh, a larger bucket of services, the opportunity to do the right integration with the all possible technologies available. So all those things was there with the AWS. Uh, we have realized that okay, whatever good we can do with our own so-called cloud offering,
Mhm.
our cloud offering is not actually the full scale cloud. It is more like a private managed cloud offering that we build. And the intent was to offer a service to the customer where customer can really rely on us for running something which is very critical,
Mhm.
predictable. At the same time, it needs a handling which is like a handling of their own people. In our model, we build a cloud which is like a managed private cloud,
Yeah.
where we give an option to the customer. Okay, you give us all your things, we'll run it for you with the right tools, skill, the people, and technologies, and with the right amount of I'd say tools and hardware and everything. you just care of your applications primarily. But now we see that it has its own limit because it is not designed to hyperscale. It is not designed to go to the market for internet facing workload. It is not designed for larger, vast integration across different technologies. And that's where we see that we have that I'd say framework and the existing know-how of a lot of technologies which is required to be delivered to the customers. It is just that we can adopt the AWS as an overall technology cloud partner, and we can build right skilling, right solution to the customers, which is into the areas of where the workload is more demanding, and it truly can be solved and worked with the AWS. And that's where we see AWS is more structured as in the cloud partner, and that is the reason we align ourselves more towards AWS.
And in the last couple of years or 2 3 years, AI has changed the world, right? And it has embedded every aspect of life, right? So, what sort of changes that you've seen in the last couple of years in terms of AI and on your customers, the way you deliver your solutions? What kind of adoption or what kind of changes that industry you are seeing this?
So AI, we are seeing that is in its very early adoption stage.
Mm-hmm.
AI is also used a lot of time with the jargons, like the IT team keep on using jargons very commonly. So now AI is also very, I'd say, commonly used jargon across almost everything.
Fancy term nowadays.
Yeah, so it's like everybody is talking AI.
Yeah.
It is in the same manner like 6 7 years back, everything people was talking about cloud. Now, in that same manner, people are talking everything AI, right? Whether that thing directly can be benefited by AI or not, but people are out talking AI. But that's why we are seeing that maybe the very smaller part of the AI people are talking now. But AI can really do wonders and miracles for the people or to the business processes, functions. And interestingly, AI is also coming to the space which was reserved for the humans, which is like the creativity. So AI was initially conceived as in the technology which can help for the analytics, for data, or something which is like you need to apply your brain. Uh, but AI is taking care of those things as well as the creativity part. You can generate creative content by the help of AI. And that's where we are seeing, first, we are seeing the business use cases of AI. So at the first place, we are connected with some of the OEM, we are partnered with some of the OEM, and we are building practices, and there are a couple of discussions active and live. They are into the POV stage, where we are helping customers to work on some of their business use cases which can be solved by the AI. That is around the business intelligence side of it, or that is around the overall the operational side of the plant, that is around the video analytics side of the plant or the manufacturing systems. So that's we see that okay, we'll also go I'd say as it's progress
Mm.
on our AI journey, but AI is promising. And in our, I think, last point, I shared a thought around what help we can expect from aggregator like Crayon is something of that sort. That okay, on our scale, while we are talking to almost all possible stakeholders into the AI space, but we also see it can also come through a channel which is already an established channel like the Crayon. That Crayon also work along with some of the AI partners, which can bring AI also into the consumable
Mm.
service and technology. And if we can do the right packaging, that's how we can also make it more, I'd say, sellable or more GTM ready for the customers.
As a technologist, as well as I'll ask this question very, this is a personal question in the sense. As a technologist, how do you see this? Like, I mean, do you see AI is going to replace few of your work or your team's work when they package a solution for a specific customer, right? And of course, AI can you know uh, do this much faster than human beings, right? So what kind of solution this company is required, and then what kind of vendors that we need to assemble to provide that package service. Do you see in near future AI going to replace that or complement that?
Okay, so I think AI we are seeing working on the background function of machine learning. Machine learning is dependent on that whatever data, right data you feed it to it, and whatever right model you have built around it. That model is again built by the humans. Right. So that's where we see the efficiency of AI is also dependent on humans. At the end, AI will deliver what you ask it to deliver. AI will not deliver on its own uh, unless it will reach to a state where it develop its own language. That may be the abusive use of AI. But otherwise, AI is largely working on what human instruct it to work upon. It is just that uh, whatever large or bigger amount of data you can provide to the AI, it can do that much data crunching, which is humanly not possible. Right. So that's the beauty and the leverage of AI, what humans can use. And that's where we see then on top of that, the right use cases can be again built by the humans. And with those right use cases, AI can be really fruitful, useful. It can reduce the time for a lot of, I'd say, actionable, lot of functions, a lot of decisions. It can save a lot of, I'd say, productive hours of people. And it can also save the life when it get integrated with the other technologies like IoTs and all. In that sense, AI is taking center stage. There is time yet to come when it will be on a full scale. But yes, it has a future. But it is just that it will replace some of the repetitive task and function. And truly, as in technologists or as in individual, everybody want to be more efficient. Absolutely. And that's where we all need to see it in a positive sense that, okay, we need not to do monotonous repetitive tasks. Somebody has to do that. Why not AI? That's where AI has a role to play. And even for some of the creative tasks as well, everybody does not carry the same level of creativity. So that's where AI is empowering everybody to be creative by using the right tools and technologies. So that's how we see AI grow.
Great. And so far we have talked about your company, the help and support that client provides, and the cloud dynamics in the industry. The whole objective of this podcast is to inspire the budding technology partners. Can you give us also some pointers how, and there are we have talked to many partners in the past who still struggle to reach out to a bigger aggregator like Crayon or others, right? They have some bottlenecks or hiccups. What are the 2 3 points that you would like to tell them so that they can come forward and join hands with, say, with Progression or Crayon or similar kind of uh, aggregators?
So I think I'll see it more like this. The important recipe for success there is, I'll call it very fundamental or basic. It is like people. Uh, we need to invest more into the people. Where at the end, it is the people that run the system. System doesn't work itself. Somebody need to put their right brain to do the right stitching around those technologies to make it work. Maybe first time, but next time someone else may do it. So that's where right delegation with the team and the wider ecosystem also has to be done in the right manner, the right spirit. So that's where the ecosystem is important to make it work. And the third part is collaboration. The right collaboration across the partner is something which will help and contribute and benefit everybody in the overall system, because every single partner cannot do everything on themselves. So that's where the ecosystem is important, bigger thing. The one partner may have expertise into 10 different things, but the other may have expertise into 20 different things. They both can join hands. They may disagree to not do something which is common to them, but they may agree to something which is not common to them. That's where they can collaborate and they can target the bigger market, the bigger opportunities. And that's where I'll see the collaboration is also important thing. People are important thing, and the ecosystem itself is very important. So that's how we see this is actually helpful for, uh, I'd say, in my peer group also, to people to look the things in the possibly in this way, or to the businesses also to look at the things in the similar manner that, okay, it is not a world where lone wolves can fight everything on their own. It is a collaboration which is important, and people are important at the end. Whatever AI may come in the future, but at the end, people will still be the core of everything. So at the end, it is a word of people, built by the people, managed and run by the people. Right technology, whatever is coming, right or wrong, whatever technology is coming, it may produce its outcome. It also may produce some malicious function or malicious outcome as well. But that'll get settled down only with the time. But at the end, the people who will thrive and survive.
Right. And the objective is to serve the people only.
Yeah,
right?
the overall objective for anybody is to work is for the I'd say the betterment of people at large. That's I'll see the ultimate objective for anybody's work. At the end, in our individual capacity, whatever we are working, at the end we are working for our family or our community or our country in that sense. So at the end, it is contributing to the people.
Yep.
To whatever small or bigger task we do, just contribute to the people.
If I take one very key takeaway from this conversation, and it has been a fantastic conversation with Deval, that people first, keep investing in people, and it will bring the desired results.
Yes.
And the journey is always together.
Yes.
Right.
Collaboration.
Collaboration, ecosystem. If people grow, the industry grows.
Yes.
Right, and it grows faster when it is a the collaboration is there.
Yes.
Pleasure talking to you. It's a fantastic conversation with Deval.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Samir.